So I'll try to go over everything. If you guys have questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to you guys. And there is a lot of stuff that goes into WoW, like UI stuff. For my setup, I really like having my focus right here. So my eyes are like right here, and I really like having my focus cast bar right here. I can see it really easily. So this is my setup, and then I have my diminish right here. I did a whole UI guide, so that will be in the description if you guys want to see a UI guide. I'm going to separate that from this video. All right, so for the members on my channel, you will get a link for GitHub, and on GitHub, you will find all of my import strings for every single thing that I have in the game. Every time I update something, I log on and I update the import string. You just click one of them, highlight everything, and then you can copy and paste that inside the game. And there are lots of import strings for the members of my channel, as well as a Discord link. And you guys can ask me any questions that you want to. Let me know if you guys want anything extra on Discord and GitHub. If I'm missing anything, let me know and I can upload it for you. So I'm going to go over like some basics, and then I'll get into like a high rated game that I played and do some commentary on that. So basically for damage, in any scenario, even in PvE, you want to get Deathstalker Mark up. So the rotation is always going to be Shadow Strike first, and you'll get Deathstalker's Mark, right? So after that, you'll also get full combo points from this talent. Okay, so scenario one, you would get a sap on the healer, open Shadow Strike, Rupture. Okay, that's going to be the first thing you do every time. You'll spend 1 stack of Deathstalker Mark. You want to spend 3, and then you'll get a big crit eviscerate. And those big eviscerates are really, really, really good. All your damage comes from Shadow Dance and Secret Tech. And obviously you want Shadow Blades up for your big go. This is all my damage abilities. So the rotation is you sap the healer ideally. If you can't sap, you can gouge, and then full combo points, kidney if you can't get a sap. And then you go on your target. So it's either sap or gouge, kidney, and then start doing damage. Okay, so the rotation. I told you the opener, and this is the rotation. Okay. What you want to be trying to do is line up your Shadow Dance with DR. If you can. Sometimes double dancing is good, but it just depends on the situation. And like if you pop cooldowns and somebody peels you and you weren't able to get any damage out, then I personally would double dance, especially if they're not on stun DR. Some people don't understand how you actually do damage as a sub rogue. So just damage, you can Shadow Dance and spam Shadow Strike eviscerates. And obviously you want to stun 3 times without a gap. Say I'm out of stealth in combat and I want to do damage. So things are coming off stun DR. I have dance and I want to create pressure without CDs. Okay. So I want to backstab until I get full combo points. So I want to kidney something with the combo points, and then step, dance, stun, then Shadow Strike, eviscerate, and make sure that the stun happens 3 times without a gap. And that's pretty much how you do damage. Sometimes, like if they're on stun DR and I'm about to get a kill, and I just have a Shadow Dance, I'll Shadow Dance and Secret Tech. And it's kind of a lot of damage, even if you just do that a couple times. And that's a lot of damage. And I didn't even pop anything other than Secret Tech and also my Symbols of Death, of course. Everything revolves around Shadow Dance and Secret Tech. There's been a lot of times where I just Shadow Dance, Secret Tech, go over to the healer, cheap shot the healer, and they're dying from my Secret Tech. But yeah, and then you go back and you restun twice and eviscerate, and it's a lot of damage. every time you spend combo points, the cooldown is reduced. So if you see, I'm spending combo points and the cooldown gets reduced every time I spend combo points. So you can get that back, and the same goes with Secret Tech. So you want to use Secret Tech and Shadow Dance as much as you can. It's like a fine line. You want to make sure that you can line it up with Stun DR. So the whole time I'm constantly looking at Stun DR, and that sets the pace for the entire game. But yeah, I do pop Shadow Blades right away, so they have to use stuff, and if they don't, then they will lose. You have to create pressure for them to use defensives in order for the game to progress. You want to pop Shadow Blades right away. There's some rogues that don't, but for me, I pop it right away. Every time I see Waz play, he pops it right away. But I've seen some AWC rogues not use it right away, but they're in comms with their teammates and like their mages popping cooldowns. And then they save blades for the next go. But that's not good in solo shuffle, in my opinion. I think that you need to put everything on cooldown as soon as possible. So I pop that right away. They have to use stuff to peel me. I just sit, wait for the next go. I'm just going to get into the build real quick. This is the one I've been using a lot. Like I said, you can change this for flagellation and play flagellation instead. But this is more like you want to do damage right away and not get peeled type of build. It's more consistent. But in twos, I play flagellation because the damage is absolutely insane. I like flagellation a lot still. I still play flagellation in solo shuffle. I've been playing the deeper daggers a lot lately. Some people play this build right here where you drop replicating shadows and you drop improved shadow techniques and you get these two, and then Gloomblade as well. Or I like shadow techniques, so also Gloomblade doesn't feel great unless I'm playing threes. If I'm playing threes, I'd probably drop replicating shadows. Personally, I like this build right here. Improved shadow techniques, swift death, replicating shadows. This is like the standard build. This is standard for sub, Gloomblade, swift death, and nimble fingers with shiv. Okay. If you're getting slowed a lot, you can do that. Having energy reduction for feint is really good though, because you want to be pressing feint. And it's a big difference, especially if you have preemptive maneuver, which you play most of the time. The only time I would drop this is if I'm feeling a little crazy and opting out of defensives for a comp. Like I said, this is crazy to drop preemptive maneuver, but sometimes if I'm playing like Frost Mage Warrior, I feel like this is good. Maybe people will call me crazy for that, but yeah, most of the time you want to leave this on forever. And then you just swap between Dismantle, Death from Above, or Thick as Thieves. But I usually just go for Death from Above. I love this spell. It gives me mobility. It does a lot of damage. It immunes you from CC, which is so nice, especially against warlocks. So Shiv is really nice, dude. If you want to be really obnoxious and you're playing against a marksman hunter or anything that you want to be obnoxious against, you go this build. You get superior mixture with Shiv, and this should be enough for a marksman. So I would just go like this, and the slow on this build is absolutely insane. It's like an acid rogue. And if you Shiv a marksman hunter, they're so annoyed. It's really great. So also I've used Shiv really nicely a few niche times where someone is dying. I don't have a dance up. They're on stun DR. I know they're going to die. There's a lot of damage going out and no healing going out. So I Shiv bomb And they're walking so slow. I would do it more in the middle though. They're walking so slow that they can't get out of the bomb. It's like a stun. I've killed like 3 people like that, and it's really nice. So Shiv is a must-have for me. I'm going to take it every single game. And if anything's kiting me, I Shiv them, and they're wondering how I'm making them so slow. It's great. Shiv is awesome. Also, it purges enrage effects as well, so that's nice too. I usually go Lingering Darkness. I've seen Calvish use this really effectively, where he'll kill somebody on his second go without blades. It's really good. Like if you have a party member that has like a lot of damage on your second go as well. This is the standard sub-rogue build. And for like double DPS 2s, you just go like that. That's the talents. I got up to 2382, the game right before I got 2400. And it's a 5-1 Ellie Warrior lobby. Okay, so I'm playing Gloomblade here. I figured since it's double Ellie, might as well try to get a lot of totems with the Gloomblade. Okay, so we get a sap, rupture, the go, triple stun. I gapped one. He did trinket though, and I peel right away. So I want to peel, make sure we're peeling. Where is popping everything? I stun twice and disarm to peel. Okay, so that was the opener. I have a gouge on the healer, stun, and I'm waiting for DR, trinket, bomb, and creating pressure. So I use blind and bomb on the second and first go. Everything I have is on CD except for my defensives. So I'm gonna have to farm my dance and secret tech back by spending combo points at this point. I want to try to get rupture on as many things as I can. I could do a lot better on that. So the game's slow. I have my dance charge back. I have DR back. I'm doing damn. Nothing's happening. And then I stun the third target. I pop my CD. I pop my Shadow Dance. Sometimes it's good to get dance charges back, especially if it's higher dampening than this. But I went ahead and I used it, got my dance charge back, so I get stun here, and I still have 30% damage increase from Lingering Shadows or Lingering Darkness. It was not the best because I didn't have a setup during my blaze windows, but if I mess up, then I'll just press it to get everything back on CD. So in dampening, I'll have my damage. I just kick the healer and he dies. So we didn't need dampening or or a setup. But yeah, that's just solo shuffle is completely different in threes. You have to get everything nice and with comms, triple CC setups, rotating your stuff really well without overlapping in threes. So it's a lot different. Okay, here's something weird that happened. Okay, so all of a sudden, without anything hitting me, I'm out of stealth. Right? Sometimes this game's crazy. I don't notice it. And I'm stunned. Right? I blind right away. I could have gouged kidneyed, but I just blind because I want to go. And he's kind of behind a pillar, chasing. And it worked out for us. Our healer went for a fear, It was enough. That one was so janky. And there's so many wins in solo shuffle that don't make any sense. But yeah. Healer's insane with dispels.
Repentance.
Stun, dance, bomb. I thought we were gonna get a kill here. Lay on hands.
Repenting. Repenting.
Big totem. Scary. Double stun here. Triple stun. Okay. Colossus disarms that Colossus Smash. Scary damage. Okay, exhaust DR, I kick. I get thrown around a lot. Gosh, healer into here. Get a trinket. I have no win conditions, but there it is. One with a dance charge. Here is something really important for rogues. You need a nameplate add-on that shows when they're not in combat. All right, I'll show you guys right here. Doing a setup with a bomb, and my healer CC'd. I banish sap this. Insane sap. Feels so good to sap something like that. And I just CC the healer as much as I can, get momentum. Same first round. Healer gets CC'd into my sap.
Cyclone.
That's disoriented by my healer. I sap and go for the kill. So I got 2 saps off of that sleep during this game, and it was huge momentum. Very important. If you guys want my import string, it will be in the membership tab on my YouTube channel. But you can just download better Blizz plates and set it up for yourself. Okay, so macros. These will be in Discord. Like, just go into the question section and ask for any macro you want to, and I'll post it on Discord. And that Discord link will be in the membership tab on YouTube on my channel. Okay, so macros, like I said before, are on my mouse right here. These are all on my mouse. These 2 hidden ones are on my mouse. So I have a 12-button mouse. These macros are on my mouse. Okay, over here, control wheel up, control wheel down is my step party 1, step party 2. It's just a dismantle arena 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then also, I also have Sap Arena 1, Sap Arena 2, and Sap Arena 3, as well as blind variation and cheap shop variation. And so for this blind shift, these buttons right here, and then this one's going to be shift these buttons. And then this one's going to be alt these buttons, and then cheap shot will be shift these buttons. Then these 3 buttons are my burst, so these 3 buttons are right here. And then the shift variation of those 3 buttons right there. Okay. And then this is just, you can just see, this is my 12-button mouse right here. So, and then the shift version of those. So this is alt, and then these buttons do acquire focus. And then these buttons are targeting macros, target arena 1, 2, 3, and that's just right here on here. So it's this to target, and then alt variation of these buttons to acquire focus. And then I have step 1, 2, 3 right here. then kick 1, 2, 3 right here. So it's just step kick, or 1, 2, 3. If I want to, I usually just use focus. Like I have my healer right here, and I want it to stay there, and the frost mage is casting polymorph, and I need my focus here, and then kick the mage. I just literally just press 1, 2, and kick the mage. It's nice. For the burst, it's just shadow dance, symbols of death. For the secret tech macro, I'm using a cast sequence for Thistle Tea. So if you put this in your macro, you cannot double tap Thistle Tea. So what I was doing before I put that in there, I would go on a target and I want to press secret attack. And for some reason I was like too far out, like being used to dragonflight range or something. And I'll cast secret attack and it won't go off. And then I press again and I'm pressing Thistle Tea twice. So with a cast sequence, you can't double tap Thistle Tea. It's really nice. So yeah, so if I press the macro once, it'll cast it, and then if I press it again, it won't cast it. See how that works? And then after 5 seconds, I can press it again. Oh, I'll have to wait. I can press it again. Okay. After 5 seconds. So I have Cold Blood on here for cheesy one-shot build. So since I'm here, I'll show Pally Cancel macro. Very big deal. If you're playing at high ratings, you don't want those mages to steal your bops. Maybe take Freedom off of here. So Sap, big macro here. I use this macro to go into Stealth and Sap. So if I go out into the world, I'll show you I could Stealth, Sap, same button. Okay. And it's supposed to be able to spam, like if you're playing against other rogues, you're supposed to be able to spam, but I think that it's better just to spam your 1, 2, 3 macro, honestly. But yeah, that's my Sap macro. I just press Alt and then the same button to come out of Stealth. So I can Stealth and then keep pressing it and I'll never come out of Stealth. Just big deal. And Alt, same button, come out of Stealth if I want to. This is my burst macro. It's in Gisgar's specific because I'm an orc. Blood Fury, need that. I want that. And use 14 as well. So just those things. And then everything else can be macroed into these two and it's fine. And let me see, what else do I have? Then Focus Blind. Honestly, I just use this most of the time, but I have that there just in case. Then my favorite macros